Hey, welcome! I'm going to walk you through DivertPro, our workflow automation tool from Zeterzio. The idea behind it is simple. Instead of wiring up integrations by hand, you just describe what you want in plain English, and the chat agent builds the whole automation for you, end to end. In this demo, I'll set up an email summary, something that reads my inbox and posts a clean, prioritized brief straight into a Slack channel. No code, no settings, screens. So let me show you exactly how it works, from the very first sentence to the finished brief landing in Slack. I'll start in All Tasks and open up a new task. This chat box here is really the whole interface. Whatever I type becomes the automation. So I'll just ask it in one sentence. Can you create an email automation that sends me a brief of everything from the last 48 hours and posts it to my Slack channel? And that's genuinely all it needs. I'm not picking triggers, I'm not filling in fields, I just hit enter and DivertPro takes it from here. Watch what happens next. It reads that request, works out what I actually mean, and starts planning the entire pipeline on its own. So right now, it's thinking. It's reading my request and working out the plan, a schedule to run it, a Gmail step to pull the emails, an AI agent to summarize them, and a Slack step to post the result. Give it a few seconds and that plan appears, and the new workflow pops up over here in my list with its own name tag. Now, before it builds anything, it checks in with a couple of genuinely smart questions. What time should this run, and should it pull every email or just the unread ones? I'll tell it 8 in the morning and all emails from the last 48 hours. I say yes to both, confirm, and it heads off to build the whole thing in one go. Now, one thing I want you to see because it's real. My email brief channel is private, so on the first pass, it can't find it. No drama, I'll just hop into Slack and create a fresh public channel called Email Briefs, skip the setup for now, and grab the name. Then I come back into DivertPro and tell it, I've created the channel, go ahead. And this is the part I really like. It doesn't just blindly retry. It goes and looks up the channel, grabs its ID, and pulls the schemas for every block it's about to build, so the whole pipeline is wired correctly. And once it's set up, everything downstream is fully customizable. The endpoint, the variables, the schedule, all of it. So even though it's building this for me automatically, I'm never locked out. For now, I'll let it do the heavy lifting and assemble the pipeline. So I pop back into DivertPro and tell it the channel's ready. And instead of starting over, it just picks up where it left off. It finds the new channel, grabs its ID, and gets straight back to composing the workflow. You can see it thinking through each step here, pulling the block schemas, working out how they all connect. This is the part that would normally take you an afternoon of clicking through settings and reading documentation. Here, it's happening automatically, in real time, while I just sit back and watch it work. Alright, so it's set up the pipeline and now it's testing it, running a dry run of the whole workflow before anything goes live. And this is the bit that usually trips people up with automation. You build something and you only find out it's broken when it fails at 3 in the morning. DivertPro does the opposite. It runs the workflow against itself first, checks every block, and catches the problems while I'm still watching. And here's a perfect example. The dry run flags that the AI agent block is missing an API key. Normally, that's where you'd stop and go digging through docs. But instead, it looks at how my other workflows are already set up, sees the pattern they use, and matches it automatically, the OpenRouter model, the key, all of it, without me lifting a finger. That's the difference between a tool that just generates something and hands it to you, and one that actually gets it working. So I'll let it run through and make its final changes. So I'll just let it run through and make all of its final changes. And this part is completely hands-off now. It's validating the config, tightening up each block, and making sure all the pieces fit together properly before it ever tells me it's done. It's the kind of careful, methodical setup you'd want a good engineer to do, except it's doing the whole thing in seconds. And there it is. The dry run passes and the whole workflow appears, laid out as blocks. So let me show you what it actually built. It schedules at 8 in the morning, it fetches my emails from the last 48 hours, the agent summarizes them into a prioritized brief, and then it posts that brief straight to the email briefs channel in Slack. 4 blocks, and every one of them verified. And none of this is a black box. If I open the trigger, I can see the exact schedule, the cron expression, the time zone. The Gmail step shows me the search query and how many emails it pulls in. And inside the agent, I can read the full system prompt it wrote, see the variables it passes in, and even swap out the model. Every step is right there, open and editable. So I just connect my Gmail and my Slack, point it at the email briefs channel, and it's ready to go. So let me hit run and test it out, live. As it runs, it debugs on the go, and you can follow the whole thing down here in the output. The trigger fires, it searches my inbox, and the agent starts summarizing. And while that's happening, let me tell you what's going on under the hood. It's pulling every single email from the last 48 hours, reading each one in turn, working out what actually matters and what's just noise, and then grouping everything by priority. So instead of scrolling through a wall of unread mail, I get one clean, structured brief. It's running, still running, doing its thing, so let me quickly jump over to Slack and check whether it's actually posted yet. Not yet, it's still working through it, so let's give it just a moment to finish. You can watch each block tick over in the log, trigger, then search, then summarize. It is nearly there, just finishing the last step now. And there it is. It's worked. This is the channel I created, and look at what landed. A full brief of my last 48 hours, and it's prioritized everything for me. The things that need action, the ones worth knowing about, and the low priority stuff I can safely ignore. And remember, all I did was type what I wanted in a couple of plain sentences. That's the whole point of DivertPro. It automates your pipeline end to end just by talking to a chat agent. No wiring, no config, no code. If this looks useful to you, head to zatercio.com.au/divertpro and sign up, and keep an eye on the channel for more demos coming soon. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.